How are you going to bridge the gap between knowing something and living something? See, because here's the challenge. Every teacher I've ever had, every lesson I've ever learned, when my father told me to do something, when a teacher I had in school told me about something, there's a little part inside of me that said, I know that. But then the question was I really living it? Today we're going to talk about the one secret that's going to help you live it and make a difference and change the world. That's a big expectation, but I think you're going to love today's show.
Cowboy.
Welcome to a daily dose of greatness quest with your host, Trevor Crane, my daddy. He is going to help you take your life and business to the next level.
Here I come to save the day.
Trevor Crane here, 11-time #1 best-selling author and the founder of Epic Author Publishing, coming to you live every day so you can plug in every day to build your ideal business so you can live your ideal life.
If my daddy can do it, then anybody can do it because he's a weirdo.
You're supposed to make me sound cool.
All right, like I said, every teacher I've ever had, it doesn't matter, like I was a punk-ass little kid, and I would say, either out loud or in my own head, I know that. And I was at a Peak Potentials event, this company that I think is still around. It's called Peaks, and it was led by T. Harv Eker for a real long time, who's the creator of it. And on the first day, one of the first lessons he shared is that, there's a lot of information he's going to share. It was an event called Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. And this is a real popular event back in the day. And he would say, I'm going to share with you things that you may have heard before. And a little voice is going to pop up inside of you, and it's going to say, I know that. But here's my challenge to you and he asked me, and he's asking the audience, and I'm asking you right now, you may know it, but are you living it? See, because you can't live something if you don't know it. But I'm going to share with you the one secret today that's going to help you with this. I'm going to say this again. You can't live something if you don't know it, but you can't know it or you don't know it if you can't teach it. So here's the secret. When you discover something new, or when you're claiming that you already know something, whatever it is, can you and have you actually taught it to someone else? And that's the secret. See, if you can learn something new, and I actually coach and mentor a lot of my new authors that want to publish books. And then they want to go out and they want to publish a book and they want to tell their story. And I challenge them in their marketing and in their branding and to share their message with the world that they should discover new things about their book and their subject and their client and their prospect and who they're reading for. So I have them interview people as a badass for their new book. And they can interview potential prospects, or they can interview new peers and promotional partners and different people that they would look up to and say, ooh, this is someone cool that I'd like to meet. And then when you discover new things, what you're going to find is you might discover something and you're going to go, oh, yeah, I understand that. I know it. Hey, he just shared it with me. She just shared it with me. And now I know that. And we'll walk away from an event. We'll walk away from a conversation. We'll walk away from an interview. Or you'll walk away from a college class, whatever it is. And you'll say, now I know that. But are you living it is the question. How do you bridge that gap? And here's what I just learned today. So I'm sharing with you a strategy I just learned today. And actually, it's a new way of sharing information with you so that you can make a difference with your message. And when you discover something new, or you are recognizing that there is a gap between what you know and what you live, I'm giving you the secret to go ahead and make a difference with that message, with that information, so that you can apply this, whatever it is that you learn or discover, or that you need to learn or discover, or whatever it is that you need to actually live and apply in your life. All you gotta do is teach it. And I'm going to give you a 3-step simple formula today so that you can teach what you learn to other people. And why do you need to do that? Well, yeah, I think you probably care about other people, so you want to make a difference. I think you probably want to change the world. I wouldn't be using that language. I use in the whole conversation around Greatness Quest is that you want to become more. That's the whole mission of Greatness Quest, is to become your best. And it's who you become, and that you should give more, have more, do more, all of that stuff. I'm a firm believer that you deserve more. But then also, I want you to just not just make a difference with your message, and I think your message matters. And that's why I help people publish books. but I want you to have a better quality of life. I want you to enjoy yourself. I want you to live some of the shit that you say that you already know and that you should be doing. I already know that. That is one of the phrases that helps keep poor people poor. I know that. So instead, let's go ahead and I'll say this again. You can't live something if you don't know it, and you can't know it if you don't know how to teach it. Okay? So let's teach you today how to teach it. So there's a simple 3-step formula about how to teach something. So I hope you got it so far. Like if there's something that you're not living and you say, I already know what I should be doing. I should be, if you're overweight, you want to be like oh, that's my baby in the background. I'm holding my baby right next to. I just got out of the jacuzzi, by the way. That's one of the things I do in the morning, which is kind of cool. And my baby just woke up, and he's right here in my arms. He's a little maverick. We're talking on an April morning, beautiful April morning in Tampa, Florida. Hold on. Just being real with you about where I'm at right now. But here's the thing. While I got my baby's little hands in my hands, I can share with you something that I learned today. And I can share with you in this context. It is what, why, and how. So this is your simple 3-step formula about how you can teach something so that you can finally start living what you say that you know. Or you can learn something, like I have my new authors go out and learn something new from one of their clients or potential clients, learn something new from one of the leaders in the industry or whatever they want to learn from, somebody who's a leader or a legend that you want to interview. You can do so in this really cool way where you discover something, and now this is how you share it with the world. So here, the first thing you got to do is tell people what it is. You got to go ahead, and if you're going to teach something, you got to say, here's what it is. This is what I just discovered today, like I'm doing with you today. I said today we're going to bridge the gap between you knowing something and you living it, and I gave you the distinction. I said the gap is, the difference is, that will help you bridge that gap is to teach it. And I'm giving you the how to do it, the what, why, and how. See, the why I gave you second. So what it is, I talked about the bridging the gap between knowing it and living it. And then I talked to you about why this is important. I shared with you the story about how I have never freaking listened to my mentors, or maybe I just had this phrase in my head saying, I already know that. And I shared with you my own experience of recognizing that phrase was making me poor, and that someone else had shared it with me. I'm sharing with you my discovery, and I'm sharing with you why this is relevant to me, and I'm sharing with you why I believe it's relevant for you. It's relevant to you because I think you can make a difference with your message. It's relevant to you because I think you can change the world. It's relevant to you because I think you want more in your life. I want you to become more. That's the why. So I shared with you the what, I shared with you the why, and now I'm going to share with you the how. Now the how I just described. I just described through the series of stories, my own challenges and learnings, and how I'm going to apply this in my life. I'm demonstrating it with you by now sharing it with you live and real and raw while I am living my life. I'm now creating this podcast while I'm sitting by my jacuzzi holding my baby. I am not letting my life get in the way. Instead, I am now, my little baby Maverick is able to hear my words. Now, I don't think he understands, little 2-month-old doesn't understand my words, but hopefully you do. And you've learned the 3 steps to the how. You share with somebody, like I'm now giving you a how I'm going to apply it by now teaching with this new principle about how to teach people what, why, and how. I gave you a 3-step formula. Teach somebody what it is, why it's relevant to them, and then how you are going to apply it in your life, or how somebody else should apply it in their life. And notice on the Daily Dose of Greatness Quest, I'm giving you a quote of the day, a question. Bless you. My baby I knew I was going to sneeze. I gave you a quote of the day, a question of the day that I hope you ask and then answer. And then I am giving you a call to action of some sort, like write it down, share it with somebody else. I'm giving you a challenge of the day. And so my challenge for you is to take what you learned from me today, or take something that you learned from today's podcast and share it with another human. and you can share it with them live like I'm doing. You can jump on Facebook Live if you want. I guess this is not live. This is a recorded podcast, so that's not true. You can share it with them in audio format. That's one way that you can share with people. You can share an audio. You can shoot somebody a voicemail message. You can use a cool tool like Voxer or whatever it is and share that with somebody. And you can share it with anybody. Share it with a friend, a spouse, one of your clients, one of your members of your team. Share something, because you can't live it if you don't know it, and you don't know it if you can't teach it. And I just gave you the 3-step formula to teaching it. You tell them what it is, why it's relevant, and then how to take action with it. And your challenge today, again, is to share this with somebody, to teach it to them. Write down what you learned. Go ahead and get clear about it so that you know to teach it to somebody else, and it'll take you to a new level of mastery, and it'll help you bridge the gap between knowing it and living it. Boom! Dude, I think that was a good show. And my little baby Maverick is smiling. So you make today freaking magnificent. And if you like this show, please share it with someone else. Go on iTunes, give me a like, a thumbs up, a comment. Tell somebody else in the karmic way of like I give to you. Please give this to somebody else, because we have a little bit of reciprocity going on here, hopefully. Hopefully you're enjoying this and you'll share it with somebody, and we can change the world and go out there and teach people. We'll have so that you can go ahead and master what you want to live in your life. Blah, 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 blah. All right? That was blah, 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 was for the baby and for you if you call baloney or bullshit on this. I'm not doing that. I will see you tomorrow on another daily dose of Greatness Quest. Make today magnificent.
To get even more awesomeness, which means all my best stuff, download my app by texting Trevor to 36260. It will show up right on your cell phone. Just text message the word Trevor to 36260. Talk to you soon.